Hi, darlings. Okay, so not yesterday, Monday and Tuesday, you guys worked on the surface area of prisms. So a shape that has, if it's a rectangular prism, it's got 6 sides. If it's a triangular prism, it's got 5 sides. Find the area of each shape and then add it all together. Today we're going to talk about surface area of pyramids. Now, a pyramid, remember, is, hang on, let me go get one. Sorry, I should have gotten one before. So a pyramid, remember, is always going to have a point at the top. So this is a square pyramid with 4 different triangles and 1 square. This one is a triangular pyramid. So you got your point at the top, you got a triangle on the bottom, and then 3 triangles on the side. So let's do the square pyramid first and talk through it, okay? Now, if I have this square pyramid, say I were to unfold it. Now, this one's unfolded a little weird to me, but whatever. If I were going to unfold a pyramid, I would think to do it like this, so that you can see I've got 4 triangles and 1 square or rectangle or whatever the shape is at the bottom, okay? So what you kind of need to know for geometric figures, if you were to have like a hexagon or a pentagon as your base, you would have 5 sides for a pentagon, right? Because this would be the base, something like this, right? 5 sides. So there's 5 triangles. So there would be 5 triangles plus a base, which would be 6 shapes. So anyway, so for this one, we have 4 triangles and a square. So I've got 4 centimeters and 4 centimeters. So I'm going to draw my square. Area of a square is length times width. And I can do that easily, 4 times 4. Remember, the first step is always to draw the shapes, draw your formula or write your formulas, plug in your numbers, then we're going to calculate it all. All right? And we said we have 4 triangles. Now remember, a triangle, we need perpendicular height, okay? So for this one, you'll see that my base of my triangle is 4, because base times height divided by 2. Base is 4. The height, do you see that little square, if you can see it at all? It's the perpendicular height. It's 8.5. And then I'm going to divide by 2. Now, how many triangles do I have? Remember, go back to your shape. I know I have 4 sides of that square, so I have 3 triangles. Goodness gracious. Let me try again. I got 4 sides to my square, so I've got 4 triangles that I'm going to multiply. So when I get done here, I'm going to multiply by 4. Okay? So I got my square, check. I got 4 triangles, check. So now we can calculate it. So now you guys know you have your iPad calculator, since you obviously don't have these, or you can go to desmos.com, and I'll write it up here. And you can download those same calculators that are on your check-ins or your EOGs or things like that if you want that option. Up to you. I personally would just use the calculator that's on my iPad. Doesn't matter. All right, so let's multiply. So we've got 4 times 4. Obviously, you should know your multiplication tables. That is 16 centimeters squared, and we'll write our units in a minute. And then for this, 4 times 8.5, base times height, divide that by 2, I get 17, and then multiply by 4, I get 68. Okay, so let me do it so you can see it. So I'm going to take these 2 numbers, and I'm going to add them together. So my total surface area should be 84 centimeters, and area is always in square units. So that is my answer, okay? Now, those of you that have posted your work for the first assignment for Monday and Tuesday of this week, quite a few of you did a great job showing your work. I could see if you made a mistake, where the mistake was, and give you feedback on that assignment on Canvas. Some of you did not do that and you just put a number down. I love you, but again, I say show your work always. Because if I know maybe you accidentally put 2 or maybe you didn't multiply by 4, then I can figure out what you did very easily, give you feedback. You can go back and fix it and move on to the next thing, okay? Let me do one more example for you and then we shall be done for today. All right, so here's a triangular pyramid. See the 3 sides on the bottom. So if this was a triangle, we got to be careful, okay? Because all of the sides are not the same, okay? A square or a rectangle is a little different because at least 2 of the sides are going to be the same. So this is my, well, let me draw it the same way that it's written here. All right, so this is my triangle, okay? One side is 7 inches. The base of it is 6 inches. And we're just going to assume the back of it might be like 9 inches. I don't know. 9 inches, okay? Now, we know perpendicular height is 10 inches. So if you were to draw your other triangles, we know that perpendicular height is 10 inches, okay? Everybody got that? Some of yours, well, I'll come back to that in a minute. So I've got one triangle in the middle. So I've got this kind of triangle. I know that it's 7 and 6. Again, draw the shapes first. So then this one, I'm going to fill it in because I know it's done. Now I've got this one. I have a triangle that looks like this. It says the base is 7 inches. And I know the height for all of my triangles, perpendicular height, is 10 inches. Okay? Hope you're with me so far. I have another, and so this one's done. I have another triangle. The base this time, though, is 6 inches. So this one is 6 and 10. Okay? So that's this one. And now I've got one more. And for this one, I hope you can see. Oh, nope. For this one, the base is 9 inches. That's this triangle up here. And then the height, again, is 10 inches. Okay? Now, formula for area of a triangle is always base times height divided by 2. On your paper, I should see this. If you don't have any notebook paper, email me. I will mail it to you from my house if I have to. But anyway, okay, so 7 times 6 divided by 2, 10 times 7 divided by 2, 10 times 6 divided by 2, 10 times 9 divided by 2. I'm going to figure all these out, and then I'm going to add them all together. So 7 times 6 is 42. Divide that by 2 is 21 inches squared. 10 times 7 is 70. Divide that by 2. That's 35 inches squared. 10 times 6 is 10 times 6 is 60. Divide that by 2, and that's 30 inches squared. 10 times 9 is 90. Divide that by 2. You get 45. Add it all together. And I'm not going to do that in my brain because I don't have that much brain power today. And your total surface area is 131 inches squared. Okay, so remember, steps. Draw your shapes. Label your base and height. Write the formula, plug it in, do your calculations, and add it all together. If it helps, draw the net, okay? You guys can do this. You got, I think, 6 questions today, and then go find something in your house. If you have questions, you can email me. You can remind me. And, yeah. Hope you have a great day. And here's Miss Deaver saying, hey. Hi. Hi. Oh, that was a long one.